investment. Today we're talking about the new advantage, how women in leadership can create win-wins for their companies and also themselves. And I love this topic. I feel in some ways like it's the big reveal for a couple of reasons. One is I am an executive coach and I specialize in the advancement of executive women. So for me, I think of my mission as being creating those win-wins. I work with women and their companies who may be stuck in old patterns and help them to break through to a new way of doing business that actually creates better business for them and I think improves the business world for the better. Let's start with two statistics. First, the research shows that the Fortune 500 companies spend $8 billion every year on workplace diversity. That's great news. I mean, what that shows is that companies recognize the need for diversity. Great. And in my experience, that's very true. They know they don't have half of the talent pool represented at the top, and they want the best talent, the strongest teams, a leadership slate that represents their clientele. And yet, 85% of the leaders in most industries are still men, and that's a figure that hasn't changed much in the last 15 years. If women are going to lead in business, they're going to have to lead themselves. We can talk about why that is a very positive, powerful, and optimistic message. Here's what it sounds like when they do. I asked Elizabeth, what was your big breakthrough? And she said, I learned to aspire and be confident enough to go for a huge new role. I feel completely energized and very excited to be in a more prominent and powerful leadership position. And that's not just anecdotal. 75% of the women I've worked with have either increased their salaries or gotten a promotion in the first year. If you add to that the number who have found greater happiness, work-life balance, and quality of life, the number becomes 90%. Why? Because they're taking ownership of their careers. They're taking personal responsibility for the advancement of executive women, starting with themselves. Now, how is that a win-win? Companies with greater numbers of women in leadership have outperformed their competitors on a number of important measures like profitability, productivity, and performance. And they're doing it by capitalizing on the full breadth and depth of the talent pool and leveraging the diversity that leads to better business.